heard me in other videos talking about vinegar for cleaning off derusting metal, and I thought I'd do it's going to be a bit bitty as we go through the process. I'll show you the process. So this is the spoke cover, chain cover guard for the rear wheel of the bike. Quite badly rusted and quite dirty, so the first thing, the important thing, is to clean all the rust, all the grease off it and dirt off it. The acid process that we're using is using vinegar, which is a very mild acid, and it is not powerful enough, not strong enough. Over a period of time it would be, of course, but over a sensible period of time it's not powerful enough to get through all the crap. So give the part a good degrease. That's the first important thing. Give it a good clean. You're not looking to get the rust off. The acid will do that. The vinegar will do that. But give it a really good clean. So I'm using some leftover brake cleaning liquid I've got in here, just to get rid of all the cack off this, the grease and dirt and all sorts. Remember, you're not getting any rust off, all you're doing is getting rid of the grease and the dirt. So we're going to need a trough that the thing can sit in to be completely covered with the liquid. Right. Now all I'm using for this is malt vinegar. This is the cheapest malt vinegar I can find. Some even say what the acidity of it is, and this doesn't, it's that cheap. So it really is a case of just ordinary malt vinegar. If you can get a more expensive malt vinegar or stronger vinegar that gives you an acidity level like 5% acidity, that kind of stuff, then you know it'll be stronger than this stuff. Now obviously the trick is having enough of it to cover the part. That's what you need to do. Yeah, this stuff, sort of a bit more expensive brand as it were, says ingredients: distilled barley, malt vinegar, 5% acidity. So that gives you a level of the acidity that's in the material. So we're almost covered. Okay, the crucial thing is that the entire thing is covered. Now, in my experience, this generally works better and faster if the vinegar is a little bit warm, or it is a warmer day. Right now we're about 5-6 degrees centigrade, so it's not a particularly warm day, so not the best day for doing this. What you now need to do is leave this in the vinegar. Now I would generally leave this overnight. It's a Sunday today, so I'll leave this today, tonight. I might not be able to get back to this now until next weekend, and in fact I think I'm busy next weekend. So what I will try and do over the next 7 days is bring the camera back in and just record this as we go through. So as a sort of a note of where we are, this is Sunday. It's what was it, about 20 past 5 now on Sunday afternoon. So we'll come back and look at this as we go through the next couple of days so that you can see. But at the moment we just leave it alone. So it's now Tuesday afternoon and I've gone down with a stinking cold, but let's have a look. So first off, you can see the bubbles that are coming up around here. So this is indicating that the acid in the vinegar is actually working and reacting with the actual metal and the rust to derust it. And there's tinks of vinegar in here, so I'll get the camera in a good position. We'll take it out, we'll give it a gentle scrub just to loosen off any loose rust that's on the surface, and that will allow the vinegar to get into any of the deeper rust that's in there. So I'll get you prepped up on the stand, and we'll come back in a moment. So we'll just quickly whip it out. There we are. And just with an ordinary wire brush, as you can see from what we had, this has literally been in the vinegar Sunday night, Monday, and now we're Tuesday afternoon. So just give a scrub on the other side, and I'm not giving this much welly. All I'm doing is just loosening up the surface rust that's become loose in the vinegar. That's all. There's a bit of harder rust there, so this is going to go back in the vinegar anyway. So now that we've done that, well, I'll put it back in the vinegar now for another. Well, we'll come back tomorrow and have a look. Tomorrow will be what, Wednesday. And I expect for a part like this to actually have it done within the week. That's all surface corrosion removed, back to bare metal, and be in a state to clean it thoroughly. I generally use white spirit. Completely remove all the vinegar, and then probably like an undercoat of paint just to stop any further corrosion on the material. So there we are. So this is Tuesday afternoon, early afternoon, and that's where we're at. So we'll put it back in the vinegar, clear up the mess. Right, it is Wednesday afternoon, and let's have a look. So first thing to notice is there isn't very much in the way of bubbles, which means there's not been much of a reaction, not compared to last time. I have in fact thrown a couple of other items in. They're there and there, and you can see that they've started to bubble just a little bit, implying that there's a reaction there with the acid. So let's slide this over, take this out, and have a look. Okay, a few bubbles over here, so there has been some reaction. It may be a case that this vinegar has passed its it's completely neutralised now. Well, not completely neutralised, but has gone beyond its service life, as it were. So we'll give that a scrub. this area here. Yeah, I'll keep doing this all the way around until it's finished scrubbed. Back in a mo. Alright, so here we are with let's say a finished item. As you saw from the first one on Sunday, it was quite badly rusted, and since it's now Wednesday afternoon, and so on the back face we're back to bare metal on 99.9% of it. On the front we've got some bad pitting from the rust, from old rust, and some scratches on the outside. So this isn't as good as sandblasting, bead blasting, all that kind of stuff, but as a cheap and affordable way of de-rusting metal, I think it's brilliant. I'm really impressed with it. Now this one I may in fact go in and put it in again. There's some rust spots in sort of some of the channels around here and a bit more in here, and some of the pitting has got rust in here, but my mixture I think is now dead. I think it's now actually beyond its serviceable life as an acid, so I cleaned that up and got rid of the acid on that. Some of the other parts that I had put in there were these tops of the old front forks, and you can see from sort of that, if not worse than that, to that, with just some little bit of scrubbing or soaking in there for 24-48 hours. It's really good, but we'll get better results I think if I refresh the liquid, and all I get for this kind of size stuff is a jam jar, just simply a jam jar, fill it with the acid, with the vinegar, and then put these bits in and leave them soaking for a couple of days. So yeah, so I think that will draw this video to an end. I think I've shown you enough on the vinegar rusting process. The important thing after you've had it in the acid, the vinegar, is to clean the items. You must really clean the items. You'll get this sort of scummy layer on top. You might be able to make it out in there, or even here on the top here. And that I've noticed, so it's important to clean it off. I use white spirit. For smaller parts that I can put in the ultrasound, I'll put them in the ultrasound to get rid of the gunky layer, etc. And then, just as I said, wire brushing all of this stuff to get rid of the loose rust, and then back into the vinegar. So I'm just going to clean these up over the next couple of weeks, etc. But I hope that's given you a quick insight into using vinegar to de-rust your metal parts. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and yeah, maybe think about subscribing to this channel to watch the joys of rebuilding a Honda CB200 and other projects that are coming up in the future. So yeah, cheers for now, see you next time, bye. One last thing before we go, I forgot, disposal. It's vinegar. Simply dilute it with lots of water and flush it down your sink. It's just pure vinegar. I see nothing wrong with doing that. I don't believe there's any health hazards with doing that. But yeah, get rid of it. I siphon it into the old bottles, etc. If it's past its sell by, as in not acidic anymore, I just dilute it an awful lot with water and I put it down the sink. Cheers, bye.